Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel today. Today, let's say you just bought your new bike. You ride around the parking lot, do your test ride, everything feels great. You buy it, you spend however much you bought your bike for. Get home, a couple days later, you go for your first group ride or your first longer ride. Instead of 500 yards around the parking lot, you do like 10 miles. Get back, your hands are numb, butt's tired, can't reach your brake levers. What do? That's what I'm going to talk about in this video today. All you need is a couple Allen wrenches at home. You can make these adjustments, hopefully make your ride a lot smoother. Alright, so first thing I want to start off with, if you're doing like competitive racing or anything, long distance wise, you're not going to get your bike fit the best for you. Nothing's going to be a professional bike fit. We'll talk more about that at the end. For today, I'm just going to be talking mostly about just some small adjustments that you can make for yourself, that you can do at home. Don't need to pay out a whole bunch of money. Really, you just need to buy a set of Allen keys if you don't have one already. So like $5, for a set of Allen keys. All right, so first thing you got here, we're gonna start up at the handlebars here. First thing you're gonna notice is your controls. So that's gonna be your shift lever or your shift levers and your brake levers here. Those can be adjusted. They each have an Allen bolt. Sometimes they're actually together on the same package. So those can be adjusted to angle that you like them best. Personally, I like mine on my mountain bike. I like them tipped down a lot more. A lot of the riding here, you're pretty much headed downhill most of the time. That's why I like them tipped down. It's easier to access the controls when you're standing up. My wife likes hers relatively flat. Hers are tipped down just slightly, but they are relatively flat on here with the shift levers down below, tipped up so she can hit them with her fingers. That's how she likes them here. It's really up to you what you like to do. If you have a road bike, really your best bet when you're wrapping the bars is just to pretty much set your hands where they're going to be on the bike before you wrap them so you can adjust the hoods where you like them. But that's a very simple adjustment. 2 Allen keys, you can adjust them where you like them, where they feel good. And it's really something you can do while you're out riding. It's not something that you need to do just at home. While you're riding, you need to make an adjustment. Pull out your multi-tool, make the adjustment while you're out riding, out on the trail, out on the road. Second thing you can do here, I don't know if you guys can quite see it on the camera, but the handlebars will actually curve in just slightly. It's going to depend on the bars you have. Some have a little bit of a rise to them. Some are going to curve in, some are going to be flat. These ones here have a little bit of a rise, and then they actually kind of curve in just slightly. So one thing you can do, you can rotate those handlebars just a little bit. You either have 4 Allen keys on the front or 2, just depending on the type of stem you have. But you can either rotate them forward, rotate them back, and that'll either get the bars a little bit higher, a little bit farther away from you, bring them a little bit closer to you. Makes them just kind of minute. I've never used the word minute before. Minute adjustments for the handlebars. So bring them a little bit closer, a little bit farther away for you. All right, the second place you're gonna make adjustments, and this is gonna be adjustment number 3 you can make, gonna be at your saddle. Oh, the many adjustments you can make back here. First, obviously, so this is gonna be your tip number 3, obviously adjust your saddle height. From the bike shop, they're just gonna set a general height, something that's gonna be pretty close to what's gonna be best for you. Really wanna make sure you set that at a proper height. Generally you have a slight bend in the knee. If you look at my video where I set up my clipless pedals, you can take a look, see how I set those up. I made sure the saddle height was at the correct height for me. That's going to be one adjustment for you. Another adjustment number 4 is going to be your saddle angle. So that's going to be how the saddle is positioned, whether it's going to be level, tipped a little bit up in the front, tipped a little bit down. Really going to be personal preference there. Generally, as a rule of thumb, women tend to like it a little bit tipped up. Men like it either a little tipped down or level. That's just how it's going to work best for them. Just kind of general statement there. Whether that works for you or not, it's just going to depend how what you like to do, how you like to ride. But give that a shot, give that a try, see how that works for you. Number 5 is going to be the adjustment of the position of your saddle. So if you can see here on the saddle rails, I'm going to point to the saddle rails here. The saddle rails, you have that much adjustment, give or take a couple millimeters. That much adjustment to either slide your saddle forward or slide it back on those rails. So that gives you adjustment to either get a little bit closer to the handlebars or move a little bit farther back, as well as get your angle for the pedals correct. So you have a right angle versus like you're trying to reach forward for the pedals or reach back for the pedals. Get your pretty much up and down motion going on. So that's going to be another adjustment for you. Something really simple. A lot of those can be made. There's a couple Allen keys on the bottom here. 2 bolts here to adjust the angle, and then if you loosen bolts, you can slide it back and forth a little bit. Same thing with the height. It's going to be adjustment right down here for you. Alright, so like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, You know, if you're really looking at this professional, or really having issues just adjusting your bike, first bet you're gonna do, take it back to where you bought it from, tell them what's going on. A lot of the bike mechanics there, bike salesmen, they're gonna have a good idea of what is causing the issues you're having. Most of the time they'll be willing to actually get you kind of a minimal fit to get you feeling more comfortable on the bike. Some bike shops will actually exchange parts for you if you need to exchange it for a longer stem, shorter stem, a little bit wider bars, different saddle. Certain shops will actually exchange those for you, but that's just going to depend on the shop you have, so feel free to ask when you go buy your bike. If you are doing it professionally or you just can't figure out what's going on. For instance, I've fit my mountain bike. I've fit myself for years. Never had a problem with it at all. When I bought my road bike about 3 years ago, I started going on longer rides, and the longer I went, the number my hands got, and it was just a pain. I hated it. I had padded gloves, padded handlebars, couldn't figure out why it was going on. So I actually went to a shop. I went to Boca Hawaii. I'll post a link in the description below and up on the screen here. Went to them, actually got a professional bike fit on that bike. They made a few minor adjustments, moving either stem spacers, just the saddle height a little bit, just the cleat position, just to make it more comfortable, make it work for me for longer distances. My wife, she kind of went a different route. She was having issues with hers. Obviously it's not me, so I don't know how my body is feeling. For her, I actually had her go and call a couple local bike shops around here, just trying to find one that could help her, make sure she got it how she needed it to be. Especially as me, women focused. You know, I'm a guy. I ride guy bikes. I don't ride women's bikes. I'm not quite how everything works, how to make everything comfortable for them. So I actually sent her to the Hawaii Triathalon Center here in Kailua, and they were able to just kind of make some small adjustments, watch her on a trainer, see how her body was moving, be able to make minor adjustments, have her ride around the parking lot, and that got her all set. So don't be afraid of getting a professional's opinion on this, someone who rides bikes and works on bikes for a living. It's going to be a great option. They know what they're talking about. I've been out of biking for, I've working at a professional shop for a while, but it's always nice to get that professional opinion on what they think needs to be adjusted. So don't be afraid to go do that. Don't be afraid to call around. Just ask them, hey, I'm having suspicion of the bike. This is what's going on. Any chance I can bring it by? You guys can take a look, see what you guys think. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, yeah, bring it by. I'll take a look, see what's going on. So don't be afraid of that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, just talking about how to make these small adjustments on your bike to make it more comfortable right as you buy it. Hope it helps you guys out. If this helped one of you guys, give me a big thumbs up. Appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We'll have more videos coming like this in the future. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching today.